are continuing on this header portion of the site here. That's something I overlooked and completely went to the front page hero here. So before I do though, I noticed in our design there's a curved corner on this CTA. So I'm going to grab that real quick and fix it. Let's see, border, top, left, radius. I think it was 5 pixels-ish, maybe. Maybe more. Okay, so circle back, something like that. And looking at the design, this thing in the background is still a little not up to spec. There's certain, these tonalities of this gray is a little bit different, so I might tweak that as time goes on, but I'm going to worry about that later. Let's get to this header portion, and let's find it first. I'll close everything. So menu, actually. Okay, so based on our design, it's pretty far from the top. We've got a good amount of space that we don't currently have. In fact, the whole thing, I'll probably increase padding a bit. Then the actual menu itself needs to come down to like 1 rem. Probably wondering like, okay, why are you using rems? And I have my reasons, but I've kind of tried to tell myself to drift away from pixels just because they're like finite, what is the word, parameters kind of thing. And in this day and age, everything's scaling and moving around, you know, on a web page, like responsive web design in general. So rems are good at scaling and kind of maintaining a percent once scaled. You could use percent here, you could use ems, which are good as well, pixels or percent. I prefer rems just because that's just what I've told myself to use, and now I'm using it. So I mean, don't think you have to use them. In terms of typography, I think they're good because of the scalability again. So on our design, these links are actually this darker gray, and I don't think it's a secondary color. I could be wrong. It is. Okay, so let's do that. We'll just grab the links themselves, color, brand, secondary. All right, and then the last one, we're going to need a class on it that is something unique. So let's see how we can do that. I'm wondering, because I think it's dynamic, so this could be an issue. Snippets, header. Oops, not this one. We want menu. Alright, so at the moment we don't have like a unique class in any of these. They just have menu item, which is, I mean, useful, but we need to have something a bit more to show what it is. And I think what we can do here is honestly duplicate this line as a class and see if that helps. Only problem is we want it to be lowercase and like URL friendly, so I'm gonna see if there's like a parameter we can pass. Let's go to Kirby. Getting started. Cheat sheet, pages, menu. Do we have anything for menu? What's it using? Item, pages. Okay, pages. Page index, page children, pinned, get. Let me see. Helpers. Maybe this will work. Call, CRF. Like, isn't there like a nice name kind of thing I'm looking for? Break. Call. Okay, we still get that. I wonder if we can do like two lowercase kind of deal. Oops, I wanted to do this. Man, how do you do that in PHP? PHP to lowercase, string, straight to lower. I think we have to pass the whole thing. Is it 2? Yeah. So they got that. I want the hyphen there. Or wait, I bet there's a slug. Page slug. Let me see, slug. Oh, there it is. Okay, screw that idea. Go to item title and then actually item slug. Awesome. Okay, so now I can actually target that because this is being looped through and I can't exactly add a class on that specific one. So on the hire me one, we're going to use this as like our test, not test, but our initial button mix in. So I'm going to start with this to get going. It'll be background, brand primary, and color will be white. Display inline block. And we can give it either height or padding or line height. I think I'll do height just because it's a little easier to control in my opinion. So what do we got on our design here? About 48 pixels high. And for heights and widths, I still use pixels because they're, you know, exact. So if you're wondering when I was talking before about rims, that's why. Okay. So the issue now is getting this to be like inline. Does that screw everything up? I wonder if padding is a better option here. No, it is not. Okay, so let's just do that, and then this is going to have to be positioned differently. Negative like 1 rem. A little more than that. So there, we do need padding on the sides. Oops. Looks like we already got it. There we go. And I'm not sure why the color isn't white. I suppose it's because it's cascading. If I do this, no. Oh, I know why. So we actually need to do this. Okay. There's a very subtle shadow underneath, and it's a bit wider. I think we're going a little too heavy on the padding. Maybe a little darker. So something like that. Might bring this down. I think it works. Okay, so we do need a hover state here. And in fact, I'll put focus to And on buttons, I've been doing this thing where I transform it like just 1 pixel so it moves up a little bit, just to kind of give that, you know, looking at an active thing happening. So it would be translate X, or no, Y, and then I just do like -1 pixel if I can type. Be sure to have some transition on this though, otherwise it's kind of clunky. So I include transition. Let's say I need to do the background color too, so I'm going to go all and 0.2 seconds and ease in out. And the background will be lighten like 5%. Then you get this effect. Kind of does that thing. I like it. I do want to add, I think I do want to add a little border radius, just a tiny bit. It's like 2 pixels maybe. Let's say 3. There we go. Gives it a little more impression that it's a button, I would say. Okay, and we will have to deal with this in a different video, but we'll take care of that. I'm thinking that's gonna, you know, go hidden, and then we'll have a mobile menu, and we'll expand and contract it basically. Okay. So I think that wraps up the header menu. I think I'll stop the video there. We'll go into the next part on the design, which is this one here, and possibly start on this next part too. So.